Scorpios, how you doing? Welcome to your energy Astroflower reading going from the 16th to the 22nd of June. Yes, we've got the summer solstice coming this week as well. So it's going to be a real change of energies, northern and southern hemisphere. You've got the winter solstice in the southern hemisphere. That means the energy is going to be doubling in size. And in the northern hemisphere, the summer solstice, therefore you're going to be, the energies of the earth will be going up by a quarter, which is all on the movement upwards. Really vibrant energies coming through at the moment. And on the messages from energies, we were talking about earth and water combinations as well in regards to the elements, with also an influence of the fire energy. Now, I think that fire energy is going to be coming through later on in the week. We're probably looking at a solar flare on the 19th and 20th, coming off the sun, that could possibly heading in the direction of the earth. And that will be just before the eclipse, as it were. The messages that came out from the general energies this week here was all about being at peace and at one with yourself, so you can sow the seeds for a brighter future for you. This is all about manifestation and getting the elements together in order to put in motion the recipe for that manifestation, regardless of what it is. If it is for your relationship side or whether it's for your financial side, whatever it is, it's concentrating on the fundamental things, the simple things, really, in order to sow those seeds, and they will grow into great things that you will harvest in the future. Okay, we obviously went into the chakra sequencing as well on the messages from energy, and we will go into that in a minute. We'll also go into the elements and how it's affecting your Astroflower later on and pulling a few cards. But in the meantime, let's just see what's going on with the energies and see if we can get a message from energies for you. Okay, so let's just connect here. We find that central point, that point zero energy, as we connect with the energy that's flowing through you. Green and blue, which is really good, which is earth and water. And it seems to be like that you are in tune with yourself. And if you're in tune with yourself, once the fire comes in later on in the week, that's when you're going to, it's like you've been training, it's ready to start the journey, and you're fixed. And now you're waiting for the off. And that's what it seems like at the moment in regards to the energy. Let's just see what's coming through in the sort of vision, as it were, and the message. So for Scorpio here, the world is your oyster. Okay, I feel here it's like you're at a point in your journey where it's a little bit like a roundabout. Okay, so there's a multitude of options going on for you, and this can be confusing at times. This is why I think the energy is trying to help you concentrate on essentially what is good for you going forward, and staying close to energy, staying very tight to your energies here. So therefore, it'd be easier with all of those possibilities. Once you look at them honestly, you will eventually turn around and kind of say, okay, it's that possibility there that I should be following. And that possibility will become your evident path. Excuse me, I'm still just getting rid of a cold here at the moment. So it seems to be playing out like that. It's like you're sat on a on the top of a hill, and you can see everything that is around you, and it's seeing which option is the best for you to take at the moment. And you're taking the higher ground because you're connecting with your inner self as well, more than anything else. Okay, so that seems to be, where's it going to? Beaches. There seems to be like a river that's coming to its estuary. So it's like the moment that the river meets the sea. And it's like the completion of an emotional journey that you may have been taking. And that could have been on your financial side as much as on your relationship side. It seems to see that you can now see the end goal. You can see what elements you need to group together to manifest that end goal, which is playing really well for you. Okay, and sticking true to yourself, your inner being, and sticking true and connecting to the energy and staying in real good in alignment with the energies that are flowing through at the moment, I think will be incredibly productive for you. Okay, let's just see what's going on with the chakra sequencing for you. Okay, so let's just connect to the energies there. Find that 0 point again. There we go. Start seeing the energy a lot more, the different colors connecting, disconnecting between the physical and the energy world. There we go. Now we got the root and the crown chakra that's just kicking in. The root chakra seems to be slightly more important than the crown chakra. This is about that fundamental things that are in place, being grounded as you go forward. It seems to be very important for you at the moment, or this week here. And when you do that, everything suddenly becomes very fertile. The desires from within you become very fertile. Things do become possible. Okay, it's on the move, and it's moving up to the heart chakra here. And I don't think you should be very hard on yourself. And I don't think you should allow judgment of the outside world to affect you too much. And sometimes it can really touch you close to the heart, sort of Scorpio. You don't show it, we know that. But at the same time, doesn't mean you don't feel it. And you do. And I think you need to be softer with yourself and almost excuse the outside world for maybe just poking your heart in a nasty way, or in a way that's not good. But this, I think, is going to give you a lot more clarity about what you feel and what you wish to be experiencing. And I don't think it's a person per se. I think it's the world in a way. That maybe the world needs to change a little bit because we are changing and we are creating a whole new paradigm together. So then we get with the heart chakra there. It's on the move again, and we've got into the third eye and the throat chakra. The third eye seems to be more important than the throat chakra here. I don't think you need to communicate a great deal. I think you probably need to communicate with yourself a lot. But having that clear vision, that person who's sat on top of that hill there and being able to see the 360 degrees around them, so you've got it absolutely clear within your mind's eye where you're going and what you should be doing. It's going to be very, very good for you. If you stick to that inner vision, it's going to be very clear. And the communication, the only communication that you need to do is practical communication. Maybe you need to listen and to other people, or the world around you. That will be very good, because then you can get the feel of the room, as it were, feel of the energies. It would help you there. But you don't need to explain yourself to anybody. You don't need to explain yourself to the outside world. You just need to follow your inner plan. That's what it seems to be coming out there. We've got the sacrum now that's playing in here, and that's about those fundamental desires, getting those fundamental things in place, the ingredients of the recipe of your manifestation. That's what it seems to be really important here. And it's tied into emotionally how you feel about a situation, be it on your financial side or on your relationship side. Seems to be quite important here. It's moving back up now. It's moving to the solar plexus, and this is where the fire sort of kicks in as well later on in the week, which I was talking about, the solar flares. Once that fire does kick in, that's when you can use your force within your solar plexus to really start that journey, explode on your journey. You're waiting for the you're waiting for the the start, as it were. And that's when the fire, I think, is going to initiate that within your pathway. You're ready. You've got everything in place. You're just waiting for the off. And that's when it happens. And when it does, that's when you're going to have all the strength you need in order to get to the results that you want. It's moved on to the crown and the root here, and that's re-steadying you on your karmic path or on the natural raison d'etre that you should be living. Okay, so really good sort of chakra sequencing for you there this week here. Let's just see how the elements play out on your Astroflower. So up there on the top there, you've got your Astroflower. You've got that earth energy, you've got that water energy around the top, and then it goes into fixed air energy at your base, and it's converting those ideas through your emotions and feeling it into reality. The only earth that you do have is mainly constituted on your financial side, and I think that seems to be really important about getting on and doing. But it's also going between petals 5 and 7, 5 and 8, and 7 and 9. That's to do with your knowledge, your past, your experiences, and your future and how you develop it. And on your relationship side, you have that cardinal earth that comes in from Capricorn, but it does convert into that cardinal water that you find on your karmic path, which is petal 2 on your relationship side. I think with this situation where you know what you're going after, it makes it perfectly clear the actions you need to take on your relationship side or your emotional or your spiritual side, the actions that you need to take to put into practice the manifestation of what you wish to be living. And that's going to give you a real direction. And I think that's going to be done by that fire that comes in later on in the week, which you can see on the mutable fire that goes across petals 8 to 10, but also between 6, your inner sanctum, to the petals 9, and also to 10 in the here and now of your future on your financial side. But if you look at petal 6, that is your inner being. Okay, and at the base of your inner being, you have that mutable earth that comes in from Virgo and that cardinal water that comes in from Capricorn. So this gives you an emotional direction from within you that you can play with within the physical world on the mutable earth. So let's just see what is going on. Let's put a few cards on that sort of energies there. First of all, let's see what's going on with that petal 6 at the base of that petal 6. The general energies, as we had before. Look at that. You get the Chariot card. I think once you get that that combination between earth and water finalized within you, all of a sudden that mutable fire will spark. And you will really things will start moving quickly because it's clear from within you. That's the main thing that needs to come out of this. What's going on the sort of karmic path on petal 3? We've got the 5 of Wands. Yeah, you need to be the best example of yourself. There is no doubt about it. But at the same time, I think you need to fight for it. You know, and I think fighting for it doesn't necessarily mean fighting with other people. It needs to be the internal fighting that you do within you has to come to an end. And you have to then just sort of follow on being the best example of yourself. The connections to the outside world, the synchronicities on petal 4, and this is where you get that fixed earth that comes in from Leo. That is what you get. You get the strength card, and that is being strengthened true to your heart there. And that is very much a Leo card. Being strong to your ultimate desires will be really good for you. How do you convert the ideas of what you wish to do in regards to your career path, your business, and your project into your future? Look at that. Converting ideas into reality. That's what you get with the Page of Swords. Light bulb moments. Speaking your truth. Being your truth as well. And you can see here, she's crossing over a ravine here on a very thin piece of cord here, but she's not even looking at it. She knows where she's got to go. She's just paying attention to the finer details so she can allow those light bulb moments to be really instigated in her life. Let's just see how that's going to affect your relationship side. Now, this is all to do with that cardinal earth and that cardinal water. So let's look on your karmic path on your relationship side. Being in touch with your inner being. Look at that. The King of Cups. Ultimately, being happy with yourself. This is going to spark what you need to do physically in order to implement what you wish to be living. Very, very beautiful card there. What's the synchronicities of the world outside? As I said, I don't think there's a great deal of communication. No, I just think you need to be going after your ultimate dreams. Seems like the financial side, once you get that side sorted, it liberates you on your relationship side. Yeah, totally. Look at that. That is that cardinal earth that goes between petals 5 and 8. So this is converting past into the future. You get the sun, the peace, the inner being of peace within you. Ultimate dreams for you, and it's going to go very quickly once you get the fundamental things in place, the ingredients in place of the recipe of your manifestation. It's going to be absolutely fantastic for you, Scorpio. So there you go. I'm thanking you very much for all your subscriptions, your like and your shares. Yes, it's very much appreciated. Don't forget about all the other energy videos that we do on Wednesdays. We've got the messages from the general energies for the collective, and then at the weekend we have Life as a Healer, and also the weekend live, which is on Sunday at 2100 hours UK time. Questions and answers. If you want to ask questions, you've got to be subscribed. It'd be lovely to see you there. We had a great one last week. Absolutely fantastic. It'd be beautiful to see you there again. In the meantime, don't forget, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.